Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Detroit Lions.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin. And that'll bring up second down. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take a shot for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And he comes back with one complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
To number 81.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He may try and run for this. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Looking to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Being chased out left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
Intended for Chris Godwin. It's now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive starts.
On play action, they'll throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. There on the coverage, knocking that one away was Mike Edwards. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans with another touchdown. He'll come out throwing here on first down. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And he'll decide to keep this once more. Finding room to the 20. And all the way down to the 5. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Escaping the pressure right. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Steps away to his left. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And he's got room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 21st touchdown of the Now a first down carry by Bell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
That's good for a Buccaneers first down.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. Rolling to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think you can easily follow the thinking there. The pressure on the last play, it got to him, so they decided, let's get him out of there, bootleg him out to the right. Unable to complete the pass downfield, but the thought process, spot on.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for...
I set a time.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Out to his left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
First down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jared Davis leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. He'll run it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. Oh, spinning away. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
At the 5-yard line.
Now Bell. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
On the carry.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
It's now
They'll look to throw on third and goal. On the move to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Evans once again the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down. Looking downfield for Godwin. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
incomplete. Intended.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. After the sack, it's second and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Looking downfield for Godwin. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. They'll roll him out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone.
It's a loss of 8. Makes it third.
Rolling to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Forced out to his left. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here.
That's good.
That one good for 26 and a first down. And quickly they get to the line.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Escaping the pressure right. Airing this one out for it. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now he's flushed out left. And oh, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
That's good.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. He'll buy some time right. Eluding the pressure right. Airing this one out. This is caught inside the 15. And they do finally get him at the 12. Steps away. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 25th touchdown, tying him and Smith for the 5th. On first down, Bell. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Bell.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Pass interference. Defense.
And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this will be caught at the 30. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 45 yards. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. 2nd and 10
Well,
They'll try and run some clock now with Bell. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
The ball carrier.
Rolling to his right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play for the Bucs there on third down. 58 yards. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. Looking for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Tampa Bay, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we
Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And out across midfield down to the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Fights free at the 5. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 times. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Second and 9 now from the 21. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with another touchdown. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. He's going to keep this again. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Their mobile quarterback with his second touchdown in this opening quarter as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking downfield for Godwin. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 57 yards. Steps away. That is caught inside the 5. And he's to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 25th touchdown, tying him and Smith for the 5th most in one season. And this Buccaneer... On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And now it's second down.
Intended for Chris Godwin. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Looking downfield for Godwin. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 61 yards. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And this offense is running. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Bell sheds him off. He's still on his feet. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards from Viking territory now. They'll come up first. And 10 at the 36. Now here's a throw that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Complete.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll look to throw now on first down. Steps away to his left. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin on his way to a... The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 27. They'll look to throw here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, and it's second down. Dancing to his left, being chased out left, and they'll get this down to the 10. 16 yards, a first down, and the offense moving quickly to the line. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans with his... Back to throw now on first down. Forced out to his left. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. On play action, they'll throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The cover. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Buying time to his left. Looking downfield for Godwin. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Defense.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year, as his guys continue to pour it on. And that, boys... They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense. But, yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know
it's caught at the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans with touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Bucs offense. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got it at the 15. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 26, check 26.
Rolling to his left. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Anthony Barr charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guys.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bucs, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching